Hey guys, Christina Ritchie. If you want more pars, let's talk about your hip rotation during the backswing and the downswing. I think a lot of players are unclear of how much and when to rotate their hips on the back and downswing. So I'm going to clear up any misconceptions, show you how to do it, so you can get more pars. So let's get to it. All right, so go ahead and get some short shafts. I'm sure you can find them on Amazon. All right, and you're just going to set it up, get into your driver stance. All right, and you're going to set this one so it's vertical, just off your heel line. And then you're going to put this one here as close as you can to your hip, just leaving a little space. Right, but it's going to be angled, like so. And your job on the backswing is to turn inside of that. All right, so there's a little space here at the top. So you're going to turn inside of that, and that's going to help you rotate your torso. All right, so your hips are going to turn about 45 to 50 degrees. All right, you don't want to overcook it, because then you're going to lock your hip up, and you're not going to be able to do your proper lean, rotate, and extend. All right, so allow the hip to internally rotate, so you're really sitting into it. So if my belt line is pointing here, if you overcook it, it's going to point here. All right, so just have it point in this general area. All right, so if this is 6 on a clock, and this is 9, like around 7:30. All right, but just having the shaft here and turning inside of it is probably all you're going to need. And then you're going to do your lean in, all right, and then you're going to rotate around the lead stick. All right, so the lead stick, I'm going to have some space here. Where players go off is they keep sliding on by and they never stabilize the front side, so they have no springboard to move through. All right, so on the downswing, as you do your lean in, your hips are then going to rotate open as you strike the ball. Not before. So everything's here together. This is your lean in. Now you're going to rotate as you strike the ball, and that's when your hip opens. All right, your hip is going to open, depending on your flexibility, anywhere between 25 and 35 degrees. All right, and it looks like this, and I'll get another camera angle in a second. A lot of players are tight here, so they're not able to rotate, so they end up staying here and then hitting the ball like this, and this never rotates open. All right, so the only thing you can do is flail with your arms. You're not able to use your torso, your core, your legs anymore. You basically shut them down because you stop rotating this lead hip. So you really got to do your lean in and then rotate it open, all right, as you strike the ball. All right, so shafts are your best friend. They are your golf coach. I'm showing you how to use them. I use them in my camps. So as you turn and rotate into your backswing, you're going to have some space here with the hip. Your hips are going to turn. All right, and they're going to point to about 7:30 on a clock, so in this general direction. All right, where players go off is either they over-rotate, where it points this way at 9, or they under-rotate, because they were told to keep their legs really stable. All right, well, that's going to prohibit your torso turn big time. So you got to allow them to turn, but you're turning back towards the target. That's the key. And then on the lead side, so you rotate into your backswing, do your lean in, rotate. And as you strike the ball, that lead hip's going to open. All right, so you're going to feel like you do it at the same time. So you have some space here. So this hip is moving back that way, away from the target. All right, and that's going to allow you room to get extension. All right, so that's the lean, rotate, extend. So you're extending with the club and your body. You're extending back because that's what launches the ball. And then you'll come through and stand tall. Players go off as they'll slide into the stick and then never rotate this hip and just swing with their arms. And they feel like they stalled out. They suffer with duck hooks, balls that go right, or slices and the ball goes nowhere. It's because this hip didn't rotate. All right? No rotation. So you need a good, if you can, 35 degrees of rotation with your hips. And it looks like this. All right? So my torso, my chest is still facing towards the ball. My rib cage is rotated open as well. All right? So your chest or your shoulders is a separate situation from your rib cage, and that's a separate tip, so I'll do that in another one. But just to show you that your hips and your torso or your rib cage rotates. All right, then you strike, then you stand tall.